the next video of business studies, and we are doing sources of business finance. So till now, we studied about different national sources of financing, and now we are going to study about the international financing. So there are various avenues for organizations to raise funds internationally. Means till now we studied that how within the country, if suppose there is a requirement of finance, so how the business can raise fund. And now they, apart from national, there are various other sources to raise funds internationally also. And what are those international sources from where funds may be generated? It includes your commercial bank, then international agencies and development bank, then FCCBs, that is your foreign currency convertible bonds. So let's see one by one. So commercial bank, remember we studied about commercial bank, how it works nationally. So now commercial banks all over the world extend foreign currency loans for business purposes, and the type of loans and services provided by banks, it vary from country to country. And your some of the commercial banks are your Standard Chartered Bank. It is a major source of providing foreign currency loans to the Indian industry. Then there are certain international agencies and development bank. So a number of international agencies and development banks have emerged over the years to finance international trade and business. And these bodies, they provide long and medium term loan to promote the development of economically backward area in the world. And like some of the banks are your International Finance Corporation, that is IFC. Then Exim Bank, that is your Export Import Bank. Then Asian Development Bank are some of these development banks. Then international capital market. So like national capital market is there, from where our business person, they can raise shares, they can raise fund by issuing shares. So just like that, international capital markets are there. So global depository receipt, Indian depository receipt, American depository receipts. So what is this global depository receipts? So the local currency shares of a company are delivered to the depository bank. The depository bank issues depository receipts against these shares. Such depository receipts denominated in US dollars are known as global depository receipts, that is GDR. And the holders of GDRs, they do not carry any voting rights but only dividends and capital appreciation. Means these GDRs, they don't have any voting rights, like in the case of equity shareholder, what the equity shareholder, they have the voting right and control over the business, but over here these GDR holder, they don't have any voting right. They will only get their dividend and the capital appreciation. Global depository receipt, it is actually means Indian, these are the share of Indian companies in फॉरेन मार्केट. मीन्स जब इंडियन कंपनी को फॉरेन मार्केट से पैसे रेज करना होता है, तो दे यूज GDR. Okay, means if Indian company, they want to raise fund from foreign countries, it can do by GDR. And to explain the procedure of means how they use to raise money by GDRs, I have one chart for you all to explain the procedure. So the procedure is like, say Indian company is there. Okay, now this Indian company, say want to raise money. So what they are going to do, they will hand over its share to DCB, that is Domestic Custodian Bank. Then this DCB, they will hand it over to the share of this Indian company to Overseas Depository Bank. These custodian bank, depository bank, these are the bank where means these assets and shares are kept. Okay, then ODB, that is Overseas Depository Bank में फिर वो transfer हो जाता है, and then it is means these shares, they are converted to GDR, which are in foreign currency, and then they issue them means then these GDR, they are issued to the foreign investor. So this is how these GDR is, means by GDR, the Indian company, if they want, they can raise fund. And there is only one difference between GDR and ADR. Means this GDR, it is acceptable everywhere except in America. But if any company, they want to raise fund from America, then they need to use ADR, and that is American Depository Receipt. So the depository receipts issued by a company in the USA are known as American Depository Receipts. It is just like same as GDR, except that it can be issued only to American citizen and can be listed and traded on stock exchange. Means जब अमेरिका में होगा तो it will be said to be American Depository Receipt, and except America anywhere it will be GDR, that is your Global Depository Receipt. Clear? Now next is your IDR. So if suppose any foreign company, if suppose they want to raise fund from Indian company, from India market, then means if a foreign company they wants to raise money from Indian market, they have to issue IDR. Okay, and they are issued in Indian denomination. So these IDR, they are issued in Indian rupee denomination and issued by the foreign company listed on Indian Stock Exchange. So this Indian Depository Receipt is a financial instrument denominated in Indian rupee, as I already told you, and in the form of depository receipt. It is created by an Indian depository to enable a foreign company to raise funds from the Indian securities market. Means if any foreign company they wants to raise fund from Indian security market, then they use IDR, that is Indian Depository Receipt. And according to SEBI guidelines, IDRs are issued to Indian residents in the same way as domestic shares are issued. Means जैसे हमें यहाँ का share हमें issue होते हैं, just like that IDRs are issued. The issuer company makes a public offer in India and residents can bid in exactly the same format and method as they bid for Indian share. जैसे हम लोग अपने यहाँ के इंडिया के शेयर के लिए हम लोग बिड लगाते हैं, just like that the resident of India, they will bid in the same format as we do for Indian share. Okay, and one single IDR, it can represent more than one share. And student, just like that, one GDR, it means one GDR can be represent more than one share. Like suppose 10 share can be combined to make one GDR. Okay, and in case of GDR, whenever the person want, they can convert the into share at any time. So this is what ADR, GDR and IDR exactly. So student, till now we studied that how any Indian company or a foreign company, if they want to raise money through share, they can do so. Okay, but is it possible? Means अभी share से तो पढ़ लिया, तो डिबेंचर से भी क्या हो सकता है? Means if one want to raise fund by debenture, so will it be possible? So yes, it is possible by debenture also. If the debenture holder, means if they want, they can hold it the same, means हम debenture holder ही बने रहेंगे, and if they want, after certain period of time, they can convert it into equity share. Okay, and now one question will arise in your mind ki why equity share? Yes, because debenture holder mein to you will be getting a fixed rate of interest, but in equity share, the one who is more the person who wants to earn more, or who, as we have already studied in equity shareholder के केस में, that investors जो बहुत risk taking होते हैं, तो they will try to invest in equity shares. So जो debenture holder, if they want to convert into equity shares after certain time, so it can be done through FCCBs, that is foreign currency convertible bonds. So these FCCBs are equity linked debt securities that are to be converted into equity or depository receipts after a specific period. Means these debentures, they can be either converted into equity or any depository receipts. Thus a holder of FCCB has an option. They have the option either of converting them into equity share at a predetermined price, or exchange rate, or if they want they can retain the bond. Any of the thing, they have the options. Then they carry a fixed rate of interest which is lower than the rate of any other similar non convertible debts instrument, and these FCCBs are listed and traded in foreign stock exchanges. So this is also one of the kind of raising fund through internationally. So student, this is all about how to raise fund internationally, means in international market, how one can raise money from, finance from. So that's all in this video. Thank you, take care, and I think I made it easier for you all, clear to you all, and if in case you are having any problem you can ask me through comment section. So thank you.